Welcome to Cozy Space Living. If you're passionate about creating a home full of charm, mystery, and elegance, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the dark academia style, a design trend that embraces deep, intellectual vibes with a sophisticated, almost timeless ambience. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future apartment inspo videos. And of course, if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment with your thoughts. We love hearing from you. Dark academia is more than just a design style. It's a lifestyle, a celebration of learning, and an appreciation for literature, art, and history. It's a blend of Gothic, vintage, and academic elements, perfect for creating an apartment that feels both mysterious and welcoming. Whether you're looking to transform your space completely or just add a few pieces, today we'll walk you through some tips to infuse your home with this intriguing aesthetic. In this video, we'll cover everything from furniture and colors to accessories and lighting, giving you a complete guide on how to craft a dark academia-inspired home. So grab a cup of tea or coffee, get cozy, and let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. We can't wait to hear what you think of these tips. Before diving into the decor tips, it's important to understand what dark academia truly is. This aesthetic revolves around a love for classic literature, intellectual pursuits, and vintage academia. Think candlelit libraries, dusty leather-bound books, and old-school stationery. The colors are dark and moody, with shades of deep browns, blacks, and dark greens. This is a style that celebrates both elegance and mystery. At its core, dark academia embraces an air of sophistication. It's about creating an environment that feels like stepping into a world of academia, where every piece tells a story. It's a place where history and knowledge come alive through your furniture, decor, and overall ambience. You'll often find a mix of antique furniture, classical art, and plenty of books scattered around. The dark academia aesthetic also taps into an emotional connection with nostalgia, timelessness, and a sense of intellectual rebellion. The darker tones and vintage elements evoke a feeling of stepping into a mysterious, old-world setting. Now that we've covered the basics, let's dive into how you can bring this captivating style into your own apartment. A key element of dark academia decor is its rich, deep color palette. Think muted and dark hues such as charcoal, forest green, burgundy, and deep browns. These tones help set a mysterious, intellectual atmosphere that's cozy yet elegant. When selecting colors for your walls, opt for darker shades to make the space feel more intimate and layered. To balance out the darker tones, bring in accents of gold, brass, or bronze through furniture and decor pieces. These metallic touches add a hint of luxury and opulence, enhancing the sophisticated feel of the space. You can also use neutral shades like off-white or beige in your linens or accessories to soften the overall mood without losing the dark aesthetic. For a touch of drama, consider using deep, muted green tones or dusty blues. These colors evoke a sense of mystery and intellectual depth, perfect for creating a dark academia vibe. In your living room or bedroom, play with contrasting shades of dark and light to create visual interest and depth. Furniture is the foundation of your dark academia apartment, and the key is to mix vintage and antique pieces with a lived-in feel. Think dark wood bookshelves, leather armchairs, and vintage writing desks. The idea is to bring in pieces that look like they've been passed down through generations, creating an atmosphere of history and intellectual exploration. Look for furniture with classic lines and rich materials. A tufted leather sofa, dark wood coffee tables, and intricately carved chairs are all perfect for evoking that old-world charm. Vintage dressers, desks, and side tables are also great additions that fit the aesthetic beautifully. Remember, the more worn-in or antique, the better. For an added layer of authenticity, consider shopping at antique stores or secondhand shops for unique finds. These pieces will bring a sense of personality to your space, telling their own stories while complementing the academic and Gothic charm of your home. If you're on a budget, try scouring flea markets or thrift stores for hidden gems. Books are the heart of dark academia, so don't skimp on them. Fill your shelves with classic novels, poetry collections, and vintage editions that add an intellectual touch to your home. Don't be afraid to have books stacked high, piled on tables, or displayed on shelves in a seemingly effortless manner. The more books, the better. For an even more immersive experience, curate a collection of books with vintage or leather-bound covers. These not only look aesthetically pleasing, but also serve as reminders of the knowledge and history that dark academia celebrates. Try to include works from authors like Oscar Wilde, Virginia Woolf, and F. Scott Fitzgerald for a classic touch. Books are also a great way to add personality and intrigue to your apartment. You can arrange them by color, size, or theme to create a visually appealing display that reflects your personal tastes. Don't forget to leave some books open, as if you've just stepped away from an intellectual discussion or reading session. Lighting plays a crucial role in creating the right ambience for dark academia. Harsh, bright lights won't work here. Instead, focus on soft, warm lighting to create a cozy and intimate atmosphere. Table lamps, floor lamps, and wall sconces with dimmable features are perfect for this style. Choose lighting that has an antique or vintage feel, such as brass or gold finishes. Candles are also a must-have for a dark academia-inspired home. Choose tall, elegant candles in deep colors like burgundy or black. You can group them in candle holders or candelabras for a more dramatic effect. The flicker of candlelight will add an air of mystery and sophistication, perfect for late-night reading or quiet reflection. If you want to go even further, string lights or fairy lights can be woven into bookshelves or around artwork to add a whimsical touch. However, avoid overuse. This is about creating subtle lighting that highlights the best features of your space. Soft lighting sets the mood and invites you to relax and immerse yourself in the atmosphere. When it comes to wall decor, embrace classical and Gothic elements. Consider vintage-style paintings, portraits in ornate frames, and black and white photography. Look for artworks that evoke intellectual pursuits, such as famous literary figures, landscapes, or vintage university prints. These pieces will instantly elevate the space, adding an air of sophistication and mystery. For a more personal touch, you can display antique mirrors with intricate frames or framed quotes from your favorite literary works. The idea is to curate a collection of items that reflect your intellectual interests and taste for the dark and mysterious. Don't forget about adding shelves to display more books or small trinkets that complement the theme. If you're into DIY, try creating your own artwork or wall hangings inspired by vintage maps, old botanical prints, or calligraphy. This can be an inexpensive way to add uniqueness to your apartment while staying true to the dark academia aesthetic. The key is to choose items that feel timeless and thoughtful. The textures and fabrics in a dark academia home should evoke warmth and comfort while maintaining an air of elegance. Velvet, wool, and tweed are perfect choices for upholstery, curtains, and throws. These materials add richness and texture to the space, making it feel cozy and sophisticated. Plush velvet throw pillows or woolen blankets on your sofa are an easy way to bring in the cozy factor. You can also incorporate tweed cushions or plaid throws for an extra touch of academia. Heavy, luxurious fabrics work well in this style, but don't forget to mix in lighter textiles like linen or cotton to create balance. In the bedroom, opt for bedding in dark tones like deep green or burgundy and layer with soft throws and decorative pillows. A thick wool blanket at the foot of the bed can add texture and comfort, while antique-style linens or lace can evoke the feeling of a bygone era. Keep it rich, layered, and inviting. Your apartment should reflect your personality, so don't be afraid to add quirky, intellectual touches that make the space uniquely yours. This could be a vintage typewriter, an old map, or a collection of antique cameras. The key is to bring in objects that not only fit the aesthetic, but also tell a story or spark your curiosity. Incorporate small trinkets that have personal meaning, such as vintage clocks, philosophical texts, or even antique globes. These pieces will enhance the intellectual vibe of your apartment while also giving it a lived-in, personalized feel. Displaying your favorite personal objects alongside your books and furniture adds depth and authenticity. Don't forget about the power of plants. While not traditionally part of the aesthetic, a few dark green plants, like ivy or ferns, can add an element of life and mystery to your space. The key is to choose plants that feel a little wild or untamed to match the overall vibe of dark academia. One of the best ways to fully embrace dark academia in your apartment is by creating a cozy reading nook. This can be as simple as a vintage armchair placed in front of a bookshelf, or you could add some extra touches like a small writing desk or a comfy ottoman. This is your intellectual sanctuary, a place to immerse yourself in your favorite books. Add soft lighting, perhaps a table lamp or candles, to create the perfect ambience. Throw blankets and cushions will make the space more inviting and cozy. You could also place a vintage-style clock or a classic globe nearby, making the nook feel like it belongs to an old professor's study. If you have the space, you could even incorporate an old-fashioned writing desk, where you can write letters, work on creative projects, or keep a journal. This will bring in the academic, scholarly side of the dark academia aesthetic, giving you a functional yet aesthetically pleasing space to work and read. In a dark academia apartment, the way you use natural light is crucial. Large windows or sheer curtains are perfect for letting in enough light while maintaining privacy. The idea is to play with the balance of light and shadow, creating a sense of drama and intimacy throughout the day. Consider draping heavy curtains in dark shades like charcoal or forest green to add a sense of mystery while still allowing for some light to filter through. These curtains can also help maintain the cozy and intellectual atmosphere, especially when combined with soft lighting. If you're lucky enough to have bay windows or a ledge, use it as a reading spot. Set up a small bench or cushion and allow natural light to flow in, creating the perfect place to read or contemplate. This setup will enhance the academic vibe while making use of your space in a practical, charming way. Adding music to your dark academia space can greatly enhance the overall vibe. Classical music, jazz, or even ambient soundtracks from old films can add to the mood, creating an atmosphere of intellectual sophistication. Instrumental music, in particular, complements the space, allowing you to focus or unwind without distractions. Consider setting up a vintage record player or a classical music playlist to bring even more personality into your home. Old records and vintage speakers add a touch of nostalgia, while the music helps create an immersive atmosphere that feels both timeless and relaxing. If you love the idea of a soundscape, try using subtle nature sounds like rainfall or wind chimes. These will blend seamlessly with your dark academia space, making it feel like a retreat from the outside world, perfect for reflection, reading, or simply soaking in the ambience. That wraps up our tips for creating a dark academia-inspired apartment. We hope you found some inspiration to transform your space into a mysterious, elegant haven full of history, intellectual charm, and cozy vibes. Remember, it's all about creating a space that reflects your personality and celebrates your love of the arts, books, and timeless elegance. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below to let us know how you're incorporating dark academia into your home. We love hearing from you, and your feedback helps us make better content for all of you. Until next time, stay cozy, stay inspired, and keep living your best dark academia life. We'll see you in the next video.